Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. It's Thursday. Means I got a new beer for you. You can find me at tubajake_69 at Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to tell them. Hopefully you like to hear them. And if you tell me more, then I'll have more stories to tell. So I don't have the same ones over and over again. The beer I've got for you today is called Sweet Repute. It's from Founders. It is a wheat wine style ale with maple syrup, aged in bourbon barrels. Maple bourbon barrels. So syrup, maple syrup, bourbon barrels. Should be interesting. 12.8% ABV, so it's going to be a kick in the teeth too. Should be great. Let's get this guy started. I guess really girl, because there's a rather fetching redhead on the bottle here. Okay. Says it should pour a little bit red, which is fine. Ivory head on it is what it says. Nice little ivory head. I guess a little bit red. I can smell fermented maple syrup from here. And whiskey. Here, I'll read what it says on the back here. Sweet Repute's intricate layers of wheat, barley, and caramel malts and clean, fragrant hops elevate our take on a wheat wine style to the next blissful level. Blended from beer housed in both classic and maple syrup bourbon barrels, the resulting liquid pours a warm russet with an ivory head and a sweet aroma. Take your time and allow the layers to unfold. It only gets better from here. Russet, brownish, sure. Light brown, russet. Ivory head, okay. Mostly. It's a little bit whiter than what I was expecting, but that's fine. It's sweet, really sweet. I don't know what kind of hops they put in it, but I don't think that the bitterness is coming from the hops as much. It tastes like it might be more from the wood of the barrels. Getting a lot of wood in the flavor. Weird. It's really thick, if that does anything for you. Lots of good lacing there on the outside edges. But yeah, kind of sticky. I've done stuff like this before. But then the stuff that I used to make was all kinds of heavy. Like an 18% was no big deal. It costs a little bit more, but is it worth it? Actually, now I'm thinking no. I'd rather be able to brew something that's light and still tastes good than something that's gonna knock me on my butt for 7 hours by having one. This would be nice with a little bit of fruit in it. Maybe some blueberries, because it goes with maple syrup so well, right? Like pancakes. With the barley, oh yeah, that'd be real good. Does this remind me of a beer? Beers that I made. I don't even have a name for that one. I used to make ones with a bunch of honey, and I was trying to make it like a mix between a Line and Kugel Creamy Dark and a Line and Kugel Sunset Wheat. Like both of them together, because I like the blueberry flavor, but with the dark taste and the wheat was real nice. It never turned out exactly how I wanted it, but it usually got pretty close. But this could use blueberry. And then I'd put a bunch of honey in it because every pound of honey raises the ABV in a 5-gallon batch by 1 percentage point. So they'd all be super sweet and tasty, for sure. Does this remind me of a story? Trying to think. The picture on the front here reminds me a little bit of the mosaic, I guess, that they have. It's more of a stained glass window kind of thing that they have at Founders at the tap room there in Grand Rapids. Reminds me a little bit of that. And the first time I remember seeing that, just after Mosaic, the beer came out, was when I went with my dad to go see Christopher Titus, which was an amazing show. If you ever get a chance to see him live, it's worth it. He's a funny dude. His wife opened for him, and she's pretty funny too. Very nice lady. And not too hard on the eyes. Kind of pretty. They're interesting folks. It was a good time. Went down, did Founders, had a few laughs, came back home. The tickets were a Christmas gift from my grandfather. I mean, I got to pick them out, but that's what I got. It was great. I liked it a lot. Super fun. Does that remind me of anything else? I don't know. Say other comedy shows that I've gone to, but there just haven't been that many. I went and saw Peyton Manning speak one time. That doesn't remind me of this, or the other way around. But I mean, you'd think, what's Peyton Manning going to say? This was after he had retired. Eli was still playing though. And somebody asked, so who's got a stronger arm, you or your brother? And he was like, well, that's really hard to measure. But, the little footballs with the whistles on the side, yes, because, college kids, and what else do you have to do? He was like, well, we were playing football with one of those. Well, not really football. We were throwing one around. And Eli could definitely throw one of those farther than I could. He also told the story about playing catch with Eli when he was a senior in high school, and Eli was, well, not like in he was in like 7th grade maybe, but they'd have to like wrap pillows on him, like strap pillows onto him so he could catch the ball. Obviously, he's not going to catch it with his hands because break fingers, but I mean, dude's throwing, D1 passes to a 7th grader. Surprise, it's going to hurt a little bit. Interesting stuff. It's pretty good. The more I drink it, the more I think, this kind of reminds me of like pancakes. Just simple though, not buttery or anything, no fruit or anything like that. Just pancakes, a little bit of maple syrup in them. Like the outside of a griddle, maybe. I don't remember if those come with blueberries in them or not. I don't think they do. But maybe a little bit like that. It's pretty good. I've got a quote for you. This one is from Cecily Tyson. She's an actress. She said, "To be seen in this life, truly observed without judgment, is what it feels like to be loved." Find someone that looks at you like that. No judgment. And just watches. It's hard to notice that you're being observed, I've noticed. But it feels good when you do. So anyway, Don't forget, you can find me on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can, all at tubajake_69. Don't forget to tell me your stories. I like to tell them, but I like to hear them too. So if you tell me, that'd be great. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that more people get to see this, because the more you do that, the more people see my stuff, which is great. Add 2 comments, 51 views. The next one, no comments, like 10. So, I mean, if you want, talk to me about it. It's great. I will try to answer back as best I can. Anyway, I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.